Welcome to today's video. I've got to hurry and get to my location because I got a rainstorm coming in. I set up an A-frame style shelter using a brand new tarp that I have not used yet. I get to try out my brand new camping stove and put it to the test. I make some really good food, and I talk to you for just a little while about where I want my channel to go in the future. So let's get started. Now that the intro's over, let me tell you the situation. It's starting to rain on me. It's not too bad right now, but I have about 15 minutes before the bulk of this rainstorm rolls in. So what that means for me is I have almost no time to get to where I need to be and set up shelter, so that way I'm not stuck out in the rain. That's not a lot of time. See, I don't mind coming out in the middle of a snowstorm. That's fine. But in the middle of a rainstorm with no shelter, if you've ever been in that kind of situation before, it's not any fun. All right, so what I'm gonna be doing is very simple. We've got a tree here, and we've got a tree there, and I'm gonna be setting up a ridge line for my tarp. However, on this tree right here, there's a bunch of thorns sticking out of that tree, and I need to get those cleared off before I can get started, and before the rain comes. What I need to do is get a couple things out of my bag. First thing is my ground sheet. It's just some rolled up plastic, nothing special. Sorry if some of these angles are off. I've got to keep the camera covered because it is raining. So all I'm going to do is get this opened up. I'm going to move my bag onto it. Let's get these thorns taken care of. Trying to film everything when I have like no time is very difficult. These things are massive. Ow. Might not even use any of this footage, but it's okay. I need to get my paracord out. This is my long one. I know this seems really rushed. That's because it is. I just don't want to be stuck in the rain. I'm gonna get this ridge line tied up between this tree and this tree. I'd say it's a good 15-ish feet. And what I'll be making today is a very basic A-frame style shelter. It's very simple to do, but it's very effective. I'm gonna run this to the other tree. You can hear the rain coming now, can't you? And of course, there's different ways you can tie it off, but use whatever favorite knot you like. Okay, so we have it tied off on this end. We have it tied off on this end. Now I have to get the tarp out and place it over that ridge line right there. So I'm gonna get everything out of my bag and then cover it up with a little poncho that I have. Here's my tarp. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my poncho out, get my stuff covered up, because I don't want to be working with wet gear later on. Okay, let's get this tarp out. This is just a 10-foot by 10-foot tarp. Oh boy, here comes the rain. Now we're going to drape it over the ridge line here. And here comes the wind too. Oh yeah, did I tell you that I've never used this tarp before yet? So right now I'm getting the guy lines set up on each corner so I can get it staked out and get the basic shape of the A-frame done, hopefully. I need to get a GoPro for this stuff, or at least a secondary camera. Let me get a few things tied off here and I'll be right back. Now I gotta stake everything down. If it looks like I'm a little disheveled right now, it's because I am. I forgot to mention, I have not used this tarp yet, and I've never set up the guy lines or anything like that either. In that last clip, right after I shut off the camera, it really started to come down hard. So I had to rush to get this thing up and get my stuff covered because it's gonna start raining again here very soon. So let me show you what I did. This light orange is used for the ridge line, and the darker orange is used to pull the top part of the tarp nice and tight. And like I said earlier, this is a very basic A-frame style shelter. I mean, I could have probably made this a little bit taller, but I don't plan on standing up in here either. Most of what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna be sitting down anyways. I think this will work. So what I've noticed is I'm starting to get a little bit of pooling of water right here. And so what I'm gonna do is the middle of the tarp, I'm gonna tie this down to make that nice and tight and give a better channel for the water to run off. I'm not 100% sure how well this tarp's gonna do in the rain. Never used it before, but so far so good. Awesome. Now, if I had more time to prepare for the rain, I would do a little bit more complicated setup. Yeah, I definitely could have made this a little bit taller. I know that the first section of this video was all over the place, but I had no time. Filming and getting everything set up at the exact same time is incredibly difficult. But now that I have everything set up, I'm gonna take a little bit of time and just relax before I move on to the next step of the video. I had to put my jacket on because I was starting to get pretty cold. But anyway, let me show you what I brought with me. So in this bag is a couple of goodies. The first thing we have is a nice seasoned pork steak. We also got some salami and some Swiss cheese. I went ahead and seasoned up some instant mashed potatoes, which are also going to be amazing. And last but not least, a Lone Tree Brewing Blueberry Blonde step number 2. The other thing I have is my new camp stove that I really want to try out just to see how well it works. Originally I was going to start a fire. I really don't want to go through all the work with starting a fire if I don't have to. And at least for today, I don't have to. So first off with this stove, I think I paid 20 bucks for this, but so far this seems to be really, really good. I usually have the small little butane propane canisters, and when I went to go grab it, it was empty. Normally I would never bring something like this with me on a hiking or backpacking trip. It's too heavy. It also has its own igniter. I really wish I could set up some more B-roll footage to kind of show you how hard it's raining right now, but I think you can hear it. I wanted to go and show you how this stove works. It's super cool. So right here is the valve you use to control the intensity of the flame. So all you have to do is open the valve just a little bit, spark it. Now you have a nice little flame to cook on. You can't see it, hold on. Look at that. The two main reasons why I wanted to come out here today. Reason number one, I wanted to test out this tarp. So far I've had this thing set up now for about an hour, hour and a half, and I don't have any leaks, no wet spots on the seams, and I'm nice and dry. The second reason why I wanted to come out is because I wanted to test out this stove. Because that stove can use the small little butane propane canisters. It comes with an adapter to use the bigger propane canisters, and it comes with a third adapter to use white gas. I think that's a pretty good deal to me. This is gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Woo! 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 Oh my God. I'm so sorry. And this is that good stuff too. This is the stuff that's not pre-packaged. You have to buy it at the deli. This is fantastic. Oh, I am so excited for this. I wish you could smell how amazing this smells right now. So far, this little stove is really good. And for $20, I really can't complain. One piece is done, and I really, really want to try it out. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Makes you want to lay down and take a nap. And once I'm done making the meat, I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and crack open the step number 2. Let me tell you something. For a $20 stove, this thing was awesome. This thing's gonna stay in my bag. I like it a lot. So on to step number 2. Woo boy. That's delicious. Whoa! So at first, it tasted just like a blueberry beer, but then afterwards, it tasted like a blueberry muffin. Oh, that's good. There's the blueberry, and there's like the blueberry muffin. What? That is awesome. Today has been a good day. This tarp has performed amazing. It's got 19 tie-off points, so I can set this up in an infinite amount of ways. No leaks, no drips. This thing's been awesome. So what direction do I want this channel to go in the future? What's my goal? I haven't talked about this yet on my channel, but I figured I'd go ahead and talk about it now. There's 2 things that I've been passionate about my entire life. The first thing would be filmmaking. The second thing that I'm passionate about is being outside in nature, hiking, camping, and anything else that involves getting me outside. So after about 15 years of making random videos and not really having any kind of direction of what I wanted to do, I decided to go ahead and just combine 2 of my most passionate things. So what I want to do going forward is to continue making these videos and making each one better than the last. I also want to travel to new locations, not just in my state, but further abroad. I want to experience different environments than what I'm used to here in Kansas. And in the field of filmmaking and bushcraft, camping, hiking, outdoor stuff, there's a lot to learn. So the things I do may not be perfect, and the things I learn, you'll be learning right alongside me. And with that, I want to try to get more people to get outside, get out into the woods, do things like this. And I want to bring you along every step of the way. Well, I've been out for about 3 hours now, and I think it's time for me to go ahead and start packing up and getting ready to go home. I'm really happy with this tarp, and I look forward to using it in the future. I'm gonna set you on a time lapse, and we'll get on out of here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. I gotta get out of here. You already know I'm not leaving without you. Come on, let's go.